Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you this Arabic inspired makeup tutorial. This look features a bronze smoky eye with a thick winged liner. I'm going to show you this look from start to finish, so I'm going to begin with nothing on. I'm beginning by prepping my eyes with the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer. This is sort of a champagne shimmering highlight. You can use this on any area, but I like to use it on my cheeks as a highlight or on my eyelids as a base. It creates a subtle glow to build on. It also removes any pink or redness that I may have in my skin, and it'll also hold on to the pigment or the shadow that we apply. Using a light layer, I just use a flat brush and I apply this on the lid up to the crease. I then fill in my brows. This is going to create a frame or a border. I personally like to fill in my brows before doing the eyeshadow. If you want to do it the other way around, that's perfectly fine too. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in the shade medium brown. And I'm applying this right over top the natural shape of my brow, mainly focusing on filling in color to make them look thicker. I also like to make my arch a little higher and the tail end a little longer. I find my technique with this is little short strokes. I don't do solid lines when filling in the brow. It'll look more natural doing many little strokes rather than solid lines. And I also like to use the back end or the brush to brush out the hair and soften the color, which will also help blend. When I'm done filling in the color and creating the brow shape that I would like, I use a concealer and carve out any mistakes or any thicker areas that I feel need to be thinner. It also creates more of a fierce or stronger line and prevents your shadow or your brow color or anything from bleeding into each other. Another awesome point or trick with this is it creates a nice highlight area for you or a base, so this will also hold on to the shadow that you're going to apply on top. Finally, onto some fun stuff. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Saint True Romance eyeshadow palette. I created a mini diagram here to point out the colors that I'll be using, so you can either match them up to something you already own, or if you do have this palette, you can follow the steps or this tutorial using the shade names that are on the back of the palette. Oh, I love this palette. The other palette I'm going to use is the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. And I'm going to use the two that are listed right here. Again, same thing, you can use similar colors or the exact palette. The first shadow I'm going to use is Sunny from the Kat Von D palette. I'm applying this on my lid area with a low Cornell 270 Maxine's mop brush, which is actually from a craft store, but I like to use the natural haired like paint brushes from a craft store as eyeshadow brushes a lot. And it's just a flat, fluffy brush. Then using that same brush, I'm going to apply Downtown Kat Von D eyeshadow in the crease, mainly on the outer corner or outer V. I am sort of mixing a tapping and a blending motion when applying these, but I do prefer doing a tapping or patting motion. That'll keep the shimmer or the glitter intact. To be more precise and blend out the crease a bit more, I'm using my Morphe B42 Bullet Crease brush. And I am still using a mixture of Downtown and Sunny for this. I preferred keeping this look very shimmery and glittery, so from the Full Exposure Smashbox palette, I used S3. I pat this on all over the eyeshadow we already applied, and mainly in the inner corner as a highlight as well to catch the light. Speaking of highlight, I then used the same palette and the M4, which is a matte version, and I applied this on the brow bone right underneath my brow with the shader brush from Makeup Addiction. Even with shimmery or glittery looks, I typically leave the highlight right under my brow matte. To give that crease some definition and depth, I'm using the Bullet Crease brush again and applying Kat Von D Bookworm right into the crease. I focus this warm, rich chocolatey color that I love on the outer V, but I also lightly blend it inward. This step with this color gives a lot of drama. It adds a lot of depth and warmth to the overall look. I'm gonna zoom in or get closer here to show you where you should be so far. Hopefully this little segment here will help you with placement too. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm using two different liners. Both are Kat Von D. The first one is a solid pencil, and the other one is a liquid liner. The black autograph pencil or crayon eyeliner I'm going to use on the inner waterline on top and bottom. I then use the black tattoo liner called Trooper from Kat Von D, and this is a felt tip, very pointy, skinny liquid liner, so it makes it really easy to get the inner corners pointy and stay close to the lash line. It's also really good for winged liner. If you don't own these liners, I highly recommend you buy them for yourself. They are probably one of the best liners I've ever used. They are waterproof, smudge proof. These guys don't go anywhere, even after a shower. I literally have to try to get them off. Which is great if you have watery eyes, like allergies, or if it's humid or really hot outside. Your makeup's gonna stay in place. If you already own these liners or one of these liners, you already know how awesome they are. Then using a mixture of Kat Von D, Bookworm, and Caravaggio, as well as Smashbox M7, I'm going to blot this right over top the bottom lash line to give more of a smoky effect and also to add shimmer. You can apply your mascara and then false lashes. These are the Eyewear Lashes Company Dolly Mix Lash. I do have a discount code for you guys to use if you do want to order these lashes. The code is listed here on the screen for you. To begin my face, I'm going to use the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Face Primer. This is one of my must-have favorite face primers. I apply this on all over, and it helps to give more of a neutralized matte finish and fills in all my fine lines and pores. To even out the skin tone and create a base, I'm using the Infallible Pro Matte L'Oreal Foundation. This is for oily skin. If you're not oily, I would recommend using something else, but it does help to control oil. You can sort of see here in the frame, my shoulders and neck are much darker than my face. I self-tan all the time, but due to my Clarisonic and exfoliating my face doesn't hold the tanner as well. So I do have to match my body color rather than the color of my face. To finish the eye, I'm going to use Kat Von D Heavens and Enjoy the Silence eyeshadow, and I'm placing them in the inner corner. This is a very bright and light color. These colors mixed together create a very strong, eye-catching highlight. If you'd like, you can add false lashes on the bottom or the bottom corner like I did. The small added lash on the bottom creates more drama and more of a cat eye effect. I used Vixen from Social Eyes, and I cut a end piece off to create a bottom lash. So you're all set for the eyes. I'm going to finish up the look with the rest of my face. I already have on my base foundation, but I'm going to finish up doing a contour and highlight. The highlight I used first is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Eye, and I actually do use this on the face as well as under eye. So on my highlight areas, I'm going to apply this and then blend it out using a beauty blender. Also be sure to check out the description box. I do list the rest of the brushes and product information there and more discount codes if you are interested in that. For my contour, I'm going to use the Contour Cream Kit, and this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm using the darkest color in the kit here. I did apply all my creams and liquid products first, then to set and blend out, I'm going to use the powder kit, and this again is from Anastasia. I'm going to use the top left and top right for my highlight, and the center color on bottom for my contour. My lip colors are both from MAC. The lipstick is Peach Stock, and it is a satin finish. And then over top that, I used the cream sheen glass called Boy Bait. And that is everything for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any other questions at all, make sure you comment below or read the description box for more information. You can use any products or brands that you'd like that are similar or completely different. You can make the look entirely your own. You can also add more props and jewelry to really complete the look and give more of an exotic finish. I've shown some ideas here, and if you want to know the brands or more information on the items shown, also check out the description box for that. Be sure to give a thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.